Greetings, everyone. It's time for us to reach the top of the White Towers. But first, we're coming over here to the left, where I mentioned before, because there's just some free fruit over here, which honestly is going to be nice, and this piece of flint, which, as you all know, flint means there has to be and there it is, come on, a cooking fire. So if you want to cook that fruit you just got, go for it. Otherwise, head on up here. Enjoy the ominousness of all of this. Just all of this. And we saw a spaceship there.
Ah, the meddler with the bat. I heard of you. You really have no idea what you stepped into, do you? I was getting bored, so I appreciate the entertainment. The name's Katash. Curse my name when you grace the steps of hell.
And, yeah, he just did that automatically. So, there is a way to get him into a stun lock, but I do not know what it is. Also, when he does that dash, do not let him hit you, or else he is going to steal a healing item of yours and eat it and heal himself. Ow. We, however, are going to make use of this honey brew and hope that I can get him back down here. There we go. Like that. It stuns us and he eats it. And but basically it's, he teleport, jump. Teleport, jump. I'm missing it horribly. I think it's, you just have to constantly do quick charges against him. But, I was not doing it correctly. Come on. He got another deli sandwich from me. The stealing's what makes it extra scrumptious. Yep, I'm sure you're glad you stole it from me. Okay, please stop. Stop being up there. You know what? Can I get up there? Oh, hi. Why do I think that spaceship is... That spaceship is not good news for me. Thankfully, those projectiles hurt him as well. I needed you on the other side. Ow. Alright, I'm going to use this. We got a macaroon. We can eat it in the menu. We're just going to eat it. I feel like I've been trying to be too fancy with this. Which is to my detriment. Stop it. Stop making these things appear. Come down here and fight me yourself. Fine, if you're not going to do that. Oh, okay, we hit you. Oh, almost. I almost got him in it. Also, he can get hit by his own laser and it really hurts him.
This isn't over. Kobold Warrior never forgets his quarry.
But with that, we have taken out Katash, who is honestly one of the more annoying enemies in this game. He is like one... He's a very annoying boss. Can't do anything over to the left. Hey, I see you here, Prince. We're going to deal with you in a second because I want to see if I can do a thing. So we're going to be trying to get something really out of sequence right now. Alright, well that's not going to work. There we go. That's what I've been trying to do. You get that stuck there. And then we need to get these there so that we can jump up here. Now then, there are two things here. First of all, a moonstone. And secondly, this works. Oh! We're up here. Okay. Last attempt at this. We're getting full stamina. Jump, and we made it! All that to get a broken blaster, which is completely not really useful to us right now. Also, to be able to push this box, which would have made it easier to get up to the top of that castle later on. Unfortunately, we can't get back over, so we have to fall back down. But let's head on up and actually deal with the prince, who has been watching me basically mess around for the last 10 minutes while he's got this black eye, it looks like. Oh, never talk. Never. Your Highness, what have they done to you? Looks like a rough interrogation, but my bioscanner tells me he'll be okay. He just needs some rest and bandages. That's a relief. We need to escape with them quickly while the kobolds are in disarray. Soldiers, prepare to make a hasty exit. Where shall we take the prince? Indeed. Where could we find safe shelter? Thomas, did you not mention owning a laboratory? May we use it? I wouldn't recommend it. It's probably crawling with peace ministers by now. I do have another idea. Gail and I come from a remote village called Pancello. A bunch of vacancies opened up recently. It's got food and plenty of places to hide. That sounds great. We'll transport Prince Leo out of here via a secret passage. For the rest of you, soldiers, I need you to scatter in every direction. Great distractions. The kobolds won't be able to track all of our movements. Should you escape successfully, regroup with me at Pancello. That's all. Move out! And with that...
Do you hear something?
I'm afraid I do.
Who would come this late at night? Oh no, do you think it's bandits?
If it is, you'll protect me, right? As the man of the house?
If by protect, you mean run really fast? Sure!
Why, you! We'll see who runs faster!
Oh, thank goodness, it's just Gail. Hi, Gail. Didn't expect you to come in so late. I'd normally be asleep by now, but Lisa kept me up with her snoring.
Lies! Thomas, it's been a while.
Lisa, I'm glad to see you.
If you're here, that means Gail succeeded with her mission. I see you also brought extras. Why is the prince still strapped to the chair? One of the great mysteries that is never answered in this game. Even Lisa is asking, why is there someone tied to a chair? It was the easiest way. I'm sorry, I guess it is technically answered, but like that's not a good answer. It was the easiest way to transport him. I'm Sir Max. Sorry to be a bother, but could you spare a room or two? This man is injured, and he could do well with some rest. Of course. Please, make yourselves at home. Well, time to talk to everyone at Pancello and see what this has now that we have 3 Pero. Yay! 3 Pero! I heard 3's a crowd, so maybe the third one can stay in our bedroom? It can be my snuggle buddy. I grew up in the countryside, so this place makes me feel right at home. So, I'm to sleep in the dojo tonight with the rest of the men? Funny story, my home in the countryside was also a dojo. Okay, so he's basically gonna have nostalgic feelings of being back at home. You know, Gail, what do you say if we try to leave right now? I should check on Bart and Leo. Alright. Well, actually, he said that he's staying with them in the dojo. Does that mean that there's people in the dojo now? It does not look like it. Unless they're in this room, but I don't think they are. Nope. Just the music box that plays the prelude to Panselo, which, if it wasn't for the fact that I'm going to get healed up by the end of this, because it's a night we're going to sleep at the end, I'd be using that song.
His Highness has come too. He's discussing something with that golem head friend of yours. It must be pretty important, because he even sent me away. I must thank you again for your great deed. I had given up hope. I failed the king and queen. I know not what I would do if I had failed the prince as well.
I mean, you were attacked by aliens. I don't think you had much of a choice or say in the matter. And looks like... You know what, actually, if anyone else is here, it would be in Thomas's lab, but his lab looks dark. There's no one here. His lab is dark. Okay. So we're heading to the orphanage to talk to all the kids who are probably there, and any other guards, and, you know, moving on the plot. I had no idea there would be extra guests. It's a good thing I made extra food for dinner. Yes, it's so good. Please, have some more. Thank you. As it turns out, I had a big meal on my way here. I'm quite full. Aw, everyone suddenly becomes full when it's my turn to cook. So, Shelby, I guess, hasn't learned how to cook very well yet.
I turned in for a day, defeated. But then I heard ruffling and shuffling, and I realized, you guys haven't forgotten. You do remember my birthday. I really thought everyone had forgotten. Thank you, Gail.
I'm just going to do ...
Of course, it's not my actual birthday. The blank expression on your face, though, haha, classic. Will these guards be helping out? Because I think I deserve a vacation.
Ah, Seth. You are a person.
So, I hear the golem head has been repaired. Great job, Gail. You come through every time. You're like this achiever of deeds. Finally, we'll get some answers. I'm afraid of what we'll learn.
You mean to tell me this man you brought back, he's a literal prince? Gail, would you hate me if I went for him? My whole life I've wanted to be rich, and he's not a bad looker. Princess Lisa, Queen Lisa, that's got a nice ring to it. Oh, Lisa, aiming high. It went over at Granny's. Does not look like it. Well, let's see who all is in the dorms right now.
Ugh, so hungry. Shelby made this weird glop. I couldn't eat very much. Alex told us to stay inside tonight because the adults have something important to discuss. I guess there will be time for proper introductions tomorrow.
It's good to see you home safely again. And I can hear the chatter of new people. I suppose an increase in our collective might is needed to take on the alien invaders. They're here to discuss the plan of attack, right?
Maybe, actually.
And here I thought I'd have to retire tonight without a bedtime story. Regale me with stories of your new travels. Do I smell a slight hint of gunpowder? Gail, have you been engaging in violence? Juicy. Yep. Yeah, definitely. All those kobolds, definitely probably some gunpowder. We have some new visitors. Who are they? Now I'm too excited to sleep. Maybe we can all sleep in tomorrow? Yay! There's more people! At this rate, it won't be long before the villagers come home, too. If anyone can do it, it's you! Are we going to have a slumber party? We can cook marshmallows! Yeah? Yeah? You could. Rita has been sad about something. Was it something I said? All we did was have fun watching the shop and playing with Fluffy. It's good to see you again, Gail. I'm guessing it might be Rita's just missing her parents. Well, let's head in here. Nothing in Gail's room. What about in, her brother's room? No, nothing in here either. So I guess it's time for us to talk to Bart and the prince. Hello, Gail. Hello, Gail. Pardon my rudeness earlier. I was not at my best. I owe you an immeasurable debt for having saved me from that monster. Know that I will do everything in my power to see you properly rewarded for your heroic deed. All the riches that I can give you. Say the word, and it's yours. Of course, I'm a fugitive at the moment, and have nary a written to my name. His Highness and I were talking, and it's time we told you everything. That was weird. Thomas is gonna want to hear this. Can you bring him here? Okay, maybe someone is actually in Thomas's lab, because yeah, we need to go bring Thomas over here. Unless Thomas wasn't there until after, you know, we talked to Bart. I just heard a door open. Ah, Thomas was not here before, but he is now. Are you up or down, Thomas? Well, your picture with your sister is still up there. Here you are. Also to note, just for why I'm saying that, eventually it will be moving into here.
Oh, Gail, what a surprise. Didn't everyone turn in for the day? This is where my sister and I used to live. We grew up here. I remember tinkering with gadgets, and Rutia would always try to help. She quickly learned about the different nuts and bolts and schematics. I called her a bother and tried to shoo her away. But she would not be dissuaded. She said she wanted to help the world through technology. It's funny, talking to an alien-controlled golem head, getting thrown in jail by mind-controlled soldiers, seeing that weird dog. Even after all that, I hadn't really processed the gravity of the situation. But seeing my old house without Rutia, now it feels real. She's really gone. So, what brings you here? Bart wants to tell us everything. I see. It's finally time to learn the truth. Let's go! And he has joined our team. Also, I enjoy that Rutia and Thomas clearly have what looks like a prototype teleporter down here. Why did that close on us? It should have just stayed open. Whatever. It's time for us to learn the truth, the whole truth, and probably stuff other than just the truth. Oh, everyone seems to be missing. Bart and Leo wait you inside. They told us to guard the rear, but it just sounds like we're not. I can't read, apparently. Today was a packed day. We escaped jail, fought like mad, then hiked all the way here. I hope we get paid overtime. You're soldiers. I don't think you have overtime. Ooh, are all the kids asleep? Work hard. Oh, supplies. No. All right. Well, let's see what the girls have. 2, 2, 4. Cha-ching. Do my best. Mama. Yep, so that right there also shows that is why Rita was apparently sad. She misses her parents, which is fair. Okay, looks like everyone is gathered here. What I'm about to discuss is extremely confidential, for grown-ups only. I guess I'll start by telling you who I am. I am Bart. On my right is Audrey, and on my left is Jake. They are my compatriots. We are known as Stellanites.
There's close to 20 of us on small ships. We're cloaked and orbiting your planet.
You look a lot like us, just blue.
That's correct. It would be even more accurate to say that we are human. We underwent multiple genetic modifications to better adapt ourselves to the stellar frontier. As you know, long ago, there was a great war in which Earth was rendered uninhabitable. Also, I have seen a version of that cutscene right there that has the sister from the dojo in it, and I'm not sure how you get that. It might be actually from the original Flash version. Most everyone went underground to enter a deep cryosleep. They gambled their lives on the hopes that the Earth would recover one day. You are their descendants. However, there was another group of people. They thought the Earth would never recover. They built giant space arcs and risked their lives on the great unknown. We Stellanites are their descendants.
That's incredible. Our history books don't mention anything about this.
That part of our history has been scrubbed. Much of our true history is tightly controlled in order to ensure a more harmonious society. As a member of the royal descendants, I have access to a more accurate recounting of our history. Suffice to say, for so long, we both thought the other dead.
Indeed. While the situation could stand to be more favorable, fate has conspired for us to meet again.
For that much, I am grateful. Likewise, may we one day be able to break bread at the same table.
Tell us of the invaders.
Right, I was just getting to that. When my ancestors left Earth, they found a grand universe teeming with advanced civilizations and alien life. Unfortunately, a great schism exists within this universe. On one side is the Great Alliance of Free Republics, the Galactic Federation. And on the other, ruled through power and constant military expansion, the Astral Empire. For various reasons, our ancestors stepped onto the galactic stage as members of the Galactic Federation. Thus have we lived for the past tens of generations. And we would have been content to exist in this status quo, had it not been for one thing. The Astral Empire discovered Earth. They have claimed it and intend to harvest it for all its resources. Doing such a thing would doom all of you to die. So when the news hit the galactic stage, we Stellanites tried to claim Earth as our ancestral home to protect it. Unfortunately, our claim was rejected. The Supreme Space Court ruled that because we settled on a new planet, we're too far removed to rightfully claim Earth.
Malarkey! I bet this space court is paid off.
It's possible. I'm getting voices mixed up again, and I apologize for that. And now, should the Galactic Federation intercede on our behalf, they could be pulled into war with the Astral Empire. Thus have we come here covertly. We can only help you from the shadows.
20 people? How could 20 people look to repel this great astral empire?
He's right. We're doomed, aren't we?
I think I'm gonna cry.
Do not despair. I wouldn't be here if I didn't think there was a real chance at victory. We can't help you, but there's no rule saying you can't help yourselves. You can repel the Astral Empire. You're more powerful than you think. The answer lies in something called Project Phoenix.
Let me guess. Project Phoenix is another thing scrubbed from my history books.
Correct. The records for Project Phoenix are so secretive, even I thought it was a myth. But then the Kobolds captured me and interrogated me, and all they asked over and over was, where is the Phoenix? And now Bart also tells me it exists. I'm inclined to think it's real. Half a millennium ago, the Phoenix is credited with ending the Great War. It must be a very powerful weapon. If our records are to be believed, Project Phoenix can easily repel the Astral Empire's forces and then some. Then the Stellanites' role in this can remain a secret, Earth will be saved, and a great galactic war can be avoided. And it's your only option for survival. You must find the Phoenix.
Agreed. So, how do we find it?
This part's confidential information. I would like to keep this part only to the relevant parties.
Geez, when the world is doomed, you're still tight-lipped.
That's all for now. You should all rest up for tonight. And by rest up, you mean talk to everybody. I actually have something else I'd like to tell you, but it can wait until tomorrow. You should get some rest.
There's still one thing I don't get. Where's my sister and all the villagers? Is abducting people part of the Astral Empire's harvesting process?
Not quite. When a planet is marked for harvesting, that will attract a lot of unsavory types. It's likely space pirates kidnapped the villagers, anticipating that humans would soon become a rare and endangered species. I imagine the villagers would be kept alive to be sold to any interested buyers. Specimen collectors, space zoos. Like the name suggests, space pirates are no allies, neither of the Federation or the Empire. I don't mean to sound tongue-tied. I don't mean to sound insensitive, but as unfortunate a fate the villagers might have, they're still safer out there than you are here, facing the Empire.
I see.
I hate to agree, but you're right. We must focus on saving ourselves first. After this ordeal is over, I will do everything in my power to track down the kidnappers. Thank you, Bart. Through no fault of our own, we made enemies of great galactic forces. Tonight, I'll dwell long and hard on what role I have to play in the upcoming battle.
I guess that's it then. Our role in this is over. We got the golem head fixed and set the pieces in motion to save the world. Sorta? I bet the prince has an elite royal order of knights precisely for world-saving missions like this.
Yeah, except they're probably all brainwashed right now. That was depressing. We could be facing our final moments. Kinda makes one want to just throw caution to the wind. Take risks. I know well what you mean. In wartime, the smaller and weaker army would be crushed if it fought using conventional tactics. A creative, non-conventional strategy is risky and more dangerous, but it may well catch the enemy off guard. Yes, exactly. Yeah, that's not what Lisa was talking about. You okay, boss? You look like you've seen a ghost. I just want you guys to know that I love you all. You're scaring me. Is it so unusual for me to show appreciation to my beloved subordinates? Yes. Okay, it's the same dialogue for all three of them. Well, with that, it's time for us to take a nap. And head on to the next day. And we shall greet the rest of this day in the next episode. As always, thank you all very much for watching. And take care.